Started. All right, guys. This is Russ Armstrong. I am a traffic coach with Moby, and this is our traffic and marketing strategies webinar. This is kind of a free for all when it comes to uh, dealing with issues. Basically, what I look at is, what kind of issues are you guys having, and let's see what we can do to help clear those up for you. So, one of the key things that I know one of my students, Pauline, who's been a longtime student of mine, she had some questions in regards to Facebook advertising. So I'm seeing a lot of exclamation points here coming up. Are you guys still able to hear me and see my screen? Raise your hand if you are. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I don't know why the exclamation points are coming up. But anyway, all right. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and Miss Green, I see you made it to the webinar. That's still not going to get you out of having to do a video. So just so you know, um, I lied. I told you if you made the webinar, you wouldn't have to do the video, but I'm going to make you do a video anyway. So it's always about marketing, guys. It's always being outside of that comfort zone, thinking outside the box. And as a traffic coach or a marketing coach for my students, I always want to kind of push them to the edge, push them to those limits, because you know what? That's what makes us grow as marketers, and that's what makes us successful. If we're constantly in our comfort zone, then we're just kind of stale. We're not going to succeed or go beyond where we're currently at. So that's my goal in life, is to push people outside of that envelope, and make sure that they are constantly being challenged. Okay, so one of the things that we were dealing with here, let's see. So this was from one of my students here. I'll show you this screen a little bit larger here. And actually, I can't do that because it just, hold on a second. It just, I don't, there we go. Okay. So one of the things that we had in regards to an ad, and I know this is a little blurry, it's just because of the image itself. This was one of my students ran an ad, and so we're going to work a little bit on this. Problem with it is, Pauline, is even though I have admin rights to your page, I can't alter this ad because um, it is you're the one that did the ad, and so it's under a different advertising account. So I can't do anything to alter this. So what I'm going to do is try to like mimic this ad, and I'll just do it on my account here. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's see. All right, so some of the questions that Pauline asked here is when it comes to Facebook advertising, is you want to decide whether you're going for website clicks or whether you're going for likes. So I'm going to show you two different ad campaigns here. I have currently a website click campaign going. So I'll kind of show you what these look like here. This campaign was started, let's see, basically, I think it was a day or two ago. Yeah, because let's see, the 9th, it was the 30th. Yeah, so it was started about midnight on the 9th or 29th. I'm sorry. So we'll go ahead and open up this ad here. Now you'll see that there are actually a lot of ads that I created on this ad set. I think I may have like 18 ads here, and each one of them has a different picture to it, okay, or a different image. And so I'll show you what one of these images looks like. But you see, some of them aren't getting any kind of clicks at all. And what it is that the neat thing about what Facebook does when you advertise, and I'll show you how to build an ad here in a second. When you advertise on Facebook, what it does is you submit 6 images per ad. And what it will do is it split tests those ads for you. So it looks at all the images and it sends it out there and it starts seeing which ones are getting the clicks on it, which ones are attracting people to it. And what it'll then do is it starts then looking at, like this one went out to 980 people and not one click. Okay. This one went out, well, I guess actually it did have one click, but it's not recording. This one here went out to 2,435 and it had 4 clicks on it. This one again, 899, 0 clicks. This one, 1,300 basically, had 3 clicks. 4,500, 18 clicks, and so on. So what it does is it again throws out all 6 of those images, which are all the same ad, they're just different images. So it does the split testing for you. It sees which image works the best, and then it starts really gravitating towards those images that are working, and it starts running those more consistently. So usually up to about the first close to 1,000 impressions that it goes through, it looks like, it sees which ad is getting the best clicks on it. So show you what one of these ads look like. Let's just go to this one here. Okay, so this will open up the ad. Basically, what I'm offering here for a website click is I have an ebook that I give away. This actually goes into a sales funnel, and it has a secondary book based on time management. That's a low end offer, about a $17 offer. And then it goes into the MTTB. This is a brand new funnel that I built, and I'm just kind of testing it out to see. The reason that I'm going from a free ebook to an ebook that costs money to then the MTTB offer is I want to separate who are the tire kickers and who are the buyers. If someone's willing to whip out their credit card and buy something for $17, they're then going to divert over in my AWeber account to a buyer's list. And so my email follow-up sequence to those people and the broadcast emails I send out to those people, I'm really working hard on that relationship. Okay, I'm doing a little bit more of a soft sell versus the people that say, no, all I want is the free ebook and I want to go over to and see what your video offer is or what the offer is. Then those people there, I'm pushing a little bit harder to make those sales because again, they've appeared on my list, which is great. I can market to them, but I'm going to approach them a little bit differently because again, they're tire kickers. They want something for free. I want them to buy something. So I'm going to approach them a little bit different, just to kind of push them to that limit of hopefully trying to buy something without being incredibly pushy. Probably poor choice of words, but I'm trying to, motivate them to go ahead and buy into my program. Okay, so this is showing you once you've built an ad and it's gotten approved. This is the categories that or the targeting that I used for this particular ad. I built custom audiences, and what I'm doing is running this ad specifically to custom audiences. They're age 18 and older within these custom audiences here. These are people already on Facebook. These are people that are associated some way into marketing, affiliate marketing, entrepreneurs, and social media groups. And so I'm targeting them directly. With this, to give you an idea of the performance of this particular ad here, I've had 18 website clicks, which is going to my website, or actually it's going to this capture page. And I have 17 post likes, which is nice because what that's saying is not only did someone go to this ad, okay, but they also went back into my page, my fan page, and they started looking at other posts there, which is really, really good. That's getting people engaged. Okay, so not only have I captured their information, but they're hanging around my page a little bit. That's how I keep them engaged. If you want to see what the ad looked like when it came across people's news feeds, this is what it looked like. So it showed my page here. Okay, it showed my the offer that I have, and then if they hit sign up, it will then take them to the capture page to sign up for the offer. Okay, now I actually put this into what's called a rotator. So I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to leave this page, all right, and I'm going to click on this again, and you'll notice it's going to be a, well, okay, of course it didn't do it, maybe because I'm going through Facebook here. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not going to work that way because I didn't put the rotator in this. I did for my solo ads. What I did is on my solo ads, just to give you an idea here. Let me show you one of the things that you can do here. All right, so I'm going to take this link here, copy it, get rid of that for a second. So one of the things that I did is on this particular one, this is a solo ad I have going out next week. So there's that same capture page. But if I don't know if I can just refresh the page or not, reload this page, see if it changes or not. I've actually built two different capture pages for this. And so, no, it's not going to do it. All right, so let's go to that again. Paste and go. See, a different capture page. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm seeing which capture page gets the most traffic. So I know, again, as we all know with solo ads and so on, it starts getting expensive. So if I can, figure out which one of these two capture pages works the best, then that's the one I'm going to push the hardest, because it's no sense on spending money if this capture page does less than this capture page does. If I get more signups on this one, then this is the capture page I'm going to push. If I get more signups on this one, this is the capture page I'm going to push. It doesn't do any good to be paying for something that's not working as well. You want to always optimize your traffic, meaning, spend smartly. Okay, do things that are working for you. Just a side note, guys, if you guys do have questions on anything that I'm going through here, please just go into the question box and submit your question. And that way, then I can, kind of look at it. I'm looking at two different screens here. So this is where this, and as you see, I always have an exit pop up here so that it will take people, to, it'll kind of confirm that that's where they want to leave or not. Okay, so go back here to Facebook. So this is what it looked like on our newsfeed. I can look here and see what the ad looked like on the right-hand column. You guys have all seen the ads on the right-hand columns. This is what my ad looked like on the right-hand column. Okay, so you want to make sure that, look at what your ad looks like. I'll show you some different different ads here. Okay, here's another one that's getting, let's see if I got any that has now this one's doing really well. You'll notice the better it does, the more clicks, you'll notice the price goes down. So the more responsive the ad, the price starts going down in price. But for average, for this entire campaign with all of these different ads, for me to get 9 cents per website click is phenomenal. All right, usually you're going to pay, well, I had a student today, now granted, a little bit different realm that they were dealing with, different market set, but they were paying almost $3 a click. Okay, so, but the product they were listing, $3 a click, was still incredibly reasonable. But we want to make sure that, we're getting the best price here. So where was that one? Okay, so you see this is a different background. Same book, different background. I use a product called Facebook Ad Engine, and it's a phenomenal tool that I use. And I can then create these different backgrounds. I can create borders. You'll see that each one of my ads is different. So it's the same picture, meaning the same ebook, but I wanted to see which one would work better. Different colored backgrounds, some of them different colored borders, and these are some great things that you can do with these. And as you see, that obviously didn't interest anybody. This one here only got a total of 4 actions, but this one down here has the most amount of 61 actions so far. So 56 website clicks, 5 post likes, which means people are engaging with my page. Okay. Let's see. I think think all of these are custom audiences. Let me double check here. I hadn't had a chance to do a split test. Yeah, they're all custom audiences. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and let's create a similar ad so I can show you guys how to build an ad. So I'm going to click here and we're going to go for website clicks again. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do another ad, and I'm going to go for website likes. So I'm going to show you how to do both of them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. This image worked well, or no, let's see which image was the one that worked well. So let's browse our library here. And this is nice. See also, all right, let me go. I don't want to go too fast here. When you go to upload images, there's four ways to actually upload images. All right, so you can do the single upload image, and that's going to take you to, you go and find your image file. I actually keep a Facebook image file. So if you, let's see, go down. It's the problem when you have too many files. If you go down and always create a Facebook image file, it is where it's gonna make your life so much easier. All right, so I have a Facebook folder, and then I have my images file. All right, so I have winning images, women eating chocolate. I know that sounds really odd, but I was helping a student with an ad campaign, and it was for nutritional. But it was something that, a dietary supplement that, you can kind of like eat all the chocolate you want and you can use this. Um, so I have various images here, weekend images that we utilize, like thank God it's Friday, happy Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Turnkey images. These are images that I use that, when I'm kind of telling people that, hey, this is kind of a no brainer. It's a turnkey operation like MTTB, maybe we sell good traffic, etc. Other images, let's see, like toolboxes. um, and then I have miscellaneous images, etc. All right. So always create yourself an image folder. But one of the other ways that you can load is once you've loaded up your Facebook images before. In other words, you've done an ad. Now what I can do is, well, actually, if I have, go back here to upload images. If I have 6 images already preset, I can take these images and just load 6 of them. All right, I think I got 6 of them here. So if I click on open, it's going to load all the images onto, and it slows down a little bit because we're on this webinar also. So, and this is where I need the Alex Trebek music, so that, it's kind of like Jeopardy. We have this waiting for them to load up here. All right, so here are all the images. I just picked 6 of them and it loaded all the images for me. All right, and another way to, because that's obviously not the one I'm going to go with, I can go to browsing my library. Now, these are images that I have utilized in Facebook before. Okay, so I can go and pick any one of these images. The nice thing about it is Facebook will store these images for me. So one of the things that I can do real quick here is I'm going to go back to my ad set summary. And let's see here. I'm going to look at which images. All right, so I definitely want that image. So it looks like the images with the little bit lighter color. This is how you do split testing. Look at which images are giving you the best actions and go from there. Okay, so like that one was 18 clicks there. This one is 6 clicks. Let's take a look at it. Let's see here. 0, 18. All right, this one's 6 clicks, so it's got a little bit different color image on it. It got me my website clicks and a page like, and it's always great to get a page like. Let's see, this one had 8 clicks on it. Kind of a little bit more mysterious looking background. Again, I just play around with a lot of different backgrounds on here just to see what can get me the best the best bang for my buck here. So let's go to browse images here, and we will pick up some images. So let's see, this one was a good one. Let's see, this kind of mysterious one, this one here, that one there, and let's go with, I think, that one. And let's go with this one. All right, so we're going to click done. And then see, now that I've created a similar ad, I want to tell it, because I'm going for what I want to say. I'm going for website clicks. Actually, I'm going to remove that link, and hold on a second. I'm going to grab another link here, which is the link I originally was going to do when I started my ad, and I completely spaced it. I placed the ad, and it was too hard to go back and change it. So this is the one that I want to use. This one now will put those two capture pages in a rotator. So I'm going to paste that one there. That's the one I want it to go to. All right, and it'll load up here. Okay, and I have my 6 images here. Now you see also all of my images, they recommend a 600 by 315 pixel image. I have matched these images exactly to that size. So now I get the full benefit of those images. So you got to be careful on some images that you load up, that they aren't that exact size. That's what you at least want, is if you're going to do a newsfeed ad, you want to do the 600 by 315. Otherwise, the image is too big for a newsfeed, and so it will look kind of weird. I'm going to tell it which Facebook fan page I want it to go to, and I'm going to have it go to my fan page. So see, it's going to show that that I've sponsored this ad, okay, and I am asking a question. Always in your headline, if you can, ask a question. So I'm asking, are you being productive? Because again, the book is on productivity perfection. And then I'm going to, do a text here and then have a call to action. So I have sign up here. You can change these buttons here. You can go to download. You can go to learn more, book now, shop now, or no button at all. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now with the sign up. If I decide I want to change it to download, it's going to change the button to download. All right. If I want to tell people to, learn more, it'll change that button over. So let's change this button. I want to go to download this time so that people realize that it's a downloadable book. So you can look at each ad. All right. I can go and see what the ad would look like on a mobile app, a mobile device like a phone, iPad, all of these smartphones these days. This is what the ad would look like. Okay. So I have my call to action. I have my website here. I have the information saying get your free copy today while supplies last. And the reason I put on there, while supplies last, is because it's a scarcity. It's, I want people to act now. I don't want them thinking that, oh, I'll come back to this. Because one, have you ever tried to go back to something on Facebook? It's usually a real pain to do. So, you want to get people motivated, get them doing what you want them to do. I can also look at my ad on the right-hand column. This is what it looks like. So this is how it sets the ad, and then again they just click on the image itself, because the right hand column ads do not have the call to action button on them. Okay, so once I've gotten that, now what I'm going to do is I want to we're going to go ahead and go outside of our selected target audience. So I'm going to show you how you can. Let's show you how you can go ahead and pick specific countries. So let's see, I want the US. Let's see, USA. All right, I want Canada. I want the UK. Let's see here, actually. Nope, that's not going to show up. All right, so United. All right, United Kingdom. I like Ireland. My wife's Irish. And let's see what else. I'll go to Mexico. And you can see here the potential reach of people. I'm looking at 268 million people. I obviously do not want, that's a pretty broad, I want to get more specific. I want this needle back at least mid-center, if not more towards this. So we'll show you some ways that you're going to change that. So let's go with New Zealand. All right, let's go with Australia. And again, if you wanted to target, let's say a home business summit was coming up, and we have one coming up next month here, or actually at the end of the month in Seattle. So if I wanted to do an ad and I really wanted to target people, I could say the Seattle area and everything 50-mile radius of that. So you can get very pinpoint on who you can put in a specific area code and say, this is the target audience I want to go for. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, usually when I market people a little bit older, but the reason I went with 18 because of my custom audiences, there are people within those age ranges. So let's say at least we want to go to 25. You can go with a no max. I'm still at 208,000. Actually, I'm going to increase that up. I want to go people, let's say 35. And I'm going to go, see how my numbers are coming down here as I get more specific on my audience. Let's go to 59. Let's see, I'm down to 106 million people. All right, so now if I wanted to target only women, I could click on women and it's going to take my number down, 58 million. If I want to go to all, now this is where it starts to really narrow down. I want to do English because again, if I want people to engage with me, I got to be able to speak to them. All right, so I have, let's see here. All right, let me look at, I had a couple. All right, so Pauline asks, why choose Mexico? It's a poor country. Not all of Mexico is, okay? You can say that with a lot of countries. I mean, just here in the United States, we have people that can't afford a $49 product. But there are a lot of wealthy people in Mexico as well. I know a lot of savvy marketers that are located in Mexico. That's one of the reasons why I choose Mexico because again, very large population. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to add a couple more countries here. I want Switzerland, and I want. Let's see. Let's go to Sweden. Sweden. Let's go to Chile. Okay. So it's not really affecting my audience reach, but those are countries that and what I do is I look at if you've ever heard of what's called an Alexa rating. Alexa is a traffic rank, and you can look at people's websites and see what kind of demographics, what traffic is going to their website. So if you're targeting people that are going to My Online Business Empire, which is Moby, go to Alexa and look at that target reach and start targeting those people because that's the people that are already going there. Don't go out far astray and look for people that are 18 when maybe it's people that are 35 and above that are going there. Okay, so look at your target audience. What I look for in interests, I will go to, let's see, suggestions here. I like affiliate marketing because, again, I'm looking for, let's see, affiliate marketing. I want to go for social media. Social media or social net or social media. Oops, go ahead and go okay. All right, let's take out pay per click. We can go to online advertising, cost per action, social media optimization. Let's see here. Let's even go keyword research. All right, so let's see where our numbers are at. We're at 7,400,000 people. So then what we're going to do is behaviors. You can enter in a behavior, mobile device user, digital activities, travel, but we're not marketing to that kind of situation. I can go with connections to all, or I can go that people connected specifically to, let's say you want to go to David, or no, I don't know if it's going to connected to, let's see, Hagen Smith. I don't think he'll show up here. Okay, no, it won't. All right, so I can go and pick out specific people if I want to, or I can just go to all. We'll just go to all. Okay, and then I want to use a different ad set name, and the reason being is because I want to create a new one because I'm using a non-targeted audience. So the first thing I want to do is take out all of this. This just lists the countries. And if you leave that in there, you probably are going to have a problem. I don't know why it defaults in there. But what I'm going to do is productivity perfection web clicks. That's 35 to 59. Ad number 1. And I change mine to $10 a day. And I put a month on them. I never run them continuously. I put a month on them. So it'll give you an estimate of what this ad's going to cost. The thing about it is within the first 24, 48 hours, you can always pause the ad. You don't have to keep paying $10 per day. Usually when I do a new ad set, I'll run ads. I'll run ads that are 50 up to, I've gone as high as $100 per day, because what I want to see is which ad is working the best, and then I go through and I pause the rest of them. So I only function with the ones that are working. So now I'm back down to maybe $10, $20, $30 a day, but I started out big, and then I reduce it down because it's just, for me, it's a little bit faster. Okay, I have another question here. Are there any legal concerns to advertising to other countries? I've heard that internet marketing may not be legal everywhere. You know what? If it's not legal, then they may not even be able to access it. But internet marketing is worldwide. Okay, so unless a country specifically bans certain things, that's up to the person on the other end. It's not up to you. There are certain countries. One of the main countries I don't advertise to, and it's no offense, it's Africa. There are, and one of the key reasons is because of the infrastructure in Africa, even in the big cities. I have several friends that I know on the internet that I deal with in Africa, but we'll be talking on Skype, and all of a sudden, boom, their internet goes out for 3 days or 4 days. And so I just have not been a big opponent of advertising there. There are, again, it's kind of like even in Mexico and Chile and so on. You know, you kind of have the haves and the have-nots. Unfortunately, the in Africa, I found a lot of the have-nots are the ones that are searching, but what they're searching for is more of the lottery ticket. They're looking for the get rich quick, and I don't promote get rich quick. There's a lot of people that do, and there's a lot of people that will have no problem targeting people in that sense. But I would prefer targeting people that, because again, ultimately what I'm advertising to them, yes, I'm giving them a free ebook. I'm selling them a $17 upsell. I'm offering them a $50 product. But what I really want them to buy is at least a $2,000 product. That's where I'm going to make my money. I'm not going to get rich quick. I have to sell a lot of things if I'm going to get rich off of selling, $17 to $49 products. I would have to sell an awful lot of them. All right. Let's see. I have Arnaldo. So, what is a good budget per day to start with when you start testing? I always start with $10 a day. And I know that sounds, wow, if you do 4 or 5 ads, that can get expensive. But you know what? You can find out in a few hours when that ad runs. Now, the trick to that is anytime you run an ad in Facebook, there's always, once it's approved, okay, now some ads take a while to get approved, especially if you're brand new to it. Other ads, get approved very quickly. So actually, let me finish this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going for bid. Now, see, I can bid for impressions or bid for clicks. And I also always mark this automatically optimize your bid. Don't go and put in a bid price. All right. Because what this is going to do is if I put in 42 cents per bid click, okay, or bid per click, what's going to happen is I'm going to, one, eat up my budget very quickly, and two, I'm limited to, it will limit me. Where if I put on here that I want Facebook to optimize my clicks, that's how I'm getting these, uh, what I want to say here. That's how I'm getting, 5 cents per click, because Facebook is optimizing that for me. Why not take advantage of that? I mean, they love it when you bid on clicks, but I guarantee you nowadays it's just going to get very expensive to do. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're using the optimization, let them optimize. They're not there to take advantage of you, they're there to make it work. And I have found that because I used to bid on stuff all the time, and it just was outrageous how expensive it would get. So now I've set everything here. I'm going to go ahead and place my order. And while we're doing that, we're going to create a similar ad and go for uh, page likes. So I'm covering both facets here. So I'm going to click off of that. Oh no, sorry, I want to actually go off of that. I can't do a similar ad. So let's click off of that. Okay, so let's go back to our ad summary and I'll show you a page likes campaign. All right, so to answer your question, again, Arnaldo, I do $10 per day. What I do is if I have 4 or 5 ads running for that $10 per day, then I can look at which ones are working. And to pause an ad, all I do is this. Oops. If I want to pause a specific ad, one of these ads themselves, I just pause it. Okay. If I want to pause an entire campaign, I can pause it. So where it said active, it's now going to be inactive. Okay. And then all I do is I make it active again. The key thing is as long as you pause it and you've had it set for at least a month, you can turn that thing on and off. And that's sometimes what I'll do. If I'm doing really big campaigns on website clicks, I may go over to my campaigns and actually pause my website like ad, just because again, everything starts adding up. Okay. But if I'm going to see, I have in this one here, all right, I'm spending a total of $12.22, looks like per day. All right, potential amount of the budget. All right. And so I can just, if this is starting to reach the daily limit, or if this is telling me what I've spent, this is telling me when the ad started, what I've spent currently. If I ran all of these ads, it's going to cost me over $600 if I ran them for the entire month. But if I decide I want to pause it, I just pause the ad. So I just look at all of my ads here, and I see which ones are, what's happening with the ads, and whether it's, if I see an ad here that is giving me, website clicks 21 cents. Let's see, let me go to one of my really old ads here. Here was my Facebook likes back in, where was this, in November to December. I was paying 84 cents a page like, and that was outrageous. So I didn't do that one again. That's where I learned my new methods of doing page likes. So I'm going to create a similar ad to what we just had, but I'm going to go for page likes. So I'm going to click on the page. I'm going to tell it which page I want it to go to. Right. And then I'm going to load the images here. We're going to go ahead and just go right back to our image book images. So we're going to go with that one. We're going to go with one there, that one, because we found those images worked. This one here, and let's go with that one. All right, and let's see here. Actually, you know what? Let's just try an experiment here. Let's try this right here. We're just going to try. We're going to throw an oddball image in there and see what happens. Okay. And you notice here that this one is 800 by 400, so it's going to be a little bit large. But the nice thing about it is it's got a big border around it. Okay. So I'm going to, let's see here. Let me go back. I'm going to open up a couple different tabs here. So just bear with me for a second here. All right. Let's see here. So hopefully I'm answering people's questions so far when it comes to like the legalities, the various countries that you want to go to, how you set your budgets. Again, you can turn those ads on and off on a constant basis. I just am opening this up again so I can get some more. Let's see, add one. Okay. All right, I just need to open one of these up so I can get what I had in my. Let's see here. Okay, so are you productive? Let's look at it in the news feed so I can grab some stuff off of it. All right, so I want to. Oh, come on. Okay, it's not going to let me do that. Alrighty then, we'll just type it in. All right. You productive. Okay, and then we're going to go back to our ad set. Wish I could copy that. Let's see here. Actually, I have it. So this is when you need to be. There we go. Let's see if we can put this. Here we go. I think this is too large, but we'll just reduce it down. Okay, so let's go here. Paste that there. The more you can have this stuff pre-written, the better it will be. Let's see. Let's see. Truly get ahead in life. What did I put on that ad? Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, supplies last. All right. So this doesn't go here. Okay, perfection. Get your free copy today while supplies last. Get free copy today. Oops. Call to action. Okay, so now what we're going to do is on the landing view, I want to land them right on my timeline. Okay, because it's a likes campaign. Let's see here. And we can see what the ad looks like in our mobile feed. And we can see the ad in our right-hand column. Okay, so the nice thing about when you do page likes is see it showing how many people actually like my page already. So we're going to give this one a try. We're going to go with, let's see here. Actually, we'll go with back to see how I'm saying is you can pick an area because this is where I live, 9 Mile Falls. So it'll look at 9 Mile Falls, Washington, a 50-mile radius. I don't want to do that. We're going to go with the United States again. Let's go with United Kingdom. We'll go with United States. Where to go? Where to go? USA. All right. Let's see. United Kingdom. We got Chile. Got Australia. Got New Zealand. Ireland. Let's see. Again, I'll go to Mexico. Switzerland. And Sweden. And we'll just stay with those. So I'm going to go back into my age range of 35, 59. Let's see. We're going to go with English. Now I'm down to 84 million people. You can go with more demographics if you want. So let's say I want to go with education, and I want to go to an education level. I want, because you'll find that in, let's see here. Let's see. You'll find that if you do a search in, oh, come on. If you do a search in an Alexa search on Mobi, you'll find that, let's at least go with high school grad. Okay, that just kind of narrows down that list there. Interests, let's go business industry. See, I'm already starting to get these ads approved from my last ad set. Let's go with social media. Yeah. Okay. And let's go with inbound marketing, search engine marketing, pay per click, pay per action, online advertising, affiliate marketing, social media optimization. We'll stop with that. Let's see what our audience is. So 1,720,000 people. Again, I'm going for page likes. I don't want this to go to people that are already connected to my page, because that I would be paying for people that already like my page. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to people that like my page because they already like it. So we're going to go with perfection, page links. All right, and we're going to, this is ad number 1. Again, I'll go to $10 a day, and I want to start to finish. I'm going to go with the month, and I'm going for bid for page likes. All right. I can do for bid for clicks, bid for impression, or bid for page likes. And I just want to bid for page likes. It's going to automatically optimize for page likes. And I'm going to place my order. So, and we'll go with continue there. And then we'll look and see if that one oddball picture there helps out. Okay, so let's see. I have a couple more questions here. When you pause an ad, can you add another one? Yes. If I go here and any one of my ads, let me go back to an active ad here. All right, so let's say I want to take this page like, which is an active ad going right now. I can open this one up, and if I wanted to, well, the first thing I would do if I wanted to run an ad Now, are you saying like run a similar ad or run a completely different ad? If I wanted to run a similar ad, the first thing I would do is open this ad up, and then I would tell it I want to create a similar ad. That way, then it'll copy most of the information, which is great. It saves me a lot of time, especially if you're trying to power through some of these ads. If you're making a lot of ads in one day, it helps speed up the process. If you create similar ads and then just change maybe some of the demographics, some of the countries, maybe change, just the headline. When you're split testing things, you never want to make more than one or two changes maximum if you're trying to test one against the other. Because if you make too many changes, it's really hard to determine what made the difference, what made it worse, what made it better. Okay, so you want to make sure that, and again, you could have 10 different ads running and you just go through and pause. So if I ran another ad and made a duplicate ad, I could always go back. Let's see here. I'll just say I'm not going to create a similar ad, but I can go back here to my ad manager here, and I can just pause this one then. So now I'm in the process of creating a similar ad. Okay, it'll have all the demographics on it, and then I can just go in and change what I want done with this. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Same thing if I wanted to create a not a similar ad, but let's say I just want to create a whole brand new ad, and I want to, like, now I have currently this one is a page like ad. Okay, so right now I have this one, page likes. This is my brand new ad, it just went active, and this one is my old one because you can tell by the number of likes and so on. Okay, I've spent 13 cents a like on average, and I've gained 1,543 likes. I'm always running a like campaign. Okay, so if I decide that once I start seeing the numbers on this one, if I start seeing that this one is doing gangbusters and the cost is less than 13 cents, I'm going to go through and pause this one. I'm not going to delete it. Don't ever delete an ad because then you got to get it reapproved. But I'll go through and pause this one and I'll let this one run. Or I'll keep both of them open. It doesn't matter. Usually I'm going to know within the first 24 hours if this ad is going to beat this one. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question there. Let me go to, let's see, you had another question. All right, so $200 to $300 budget a month is good budget to start. Yeah, you can make that work very easily, especially with Facebook. Because again, I'm spending, all right, this ad has been running since the 30th. I've spent a whole $19.38. All right, this like campaign has been running since April 11th. Okay, I've spent $209.11. So I've gained 1,543 likes. All right. Um, I can show you how to run an ad that'll run you even cheaper. I mean, Pauline knows this. You can gain a lot of likes very fast with paying anywhere from like 3, 5 to 8 cents a like. So you just kind of look at your budgets. You can set a budget. Let's see here. Let's grab one of these ads. Let's take this one here. Let's say you decide you need to change the budget on it. Okay, so my current budget on this is, let's see here. So my current budget is $10 per day. All right, and if I decide I need to change that, I can go and open up the ad itself and change the status of that ad. In other words, I want to change the amount that I'm spending per day. All right. This is going to tell me what my lifetime budget would be. And my lifetime budget on this ad, because again, I run them for a month, would be $299.98. I've spent $209.11 already. All right. So I can go in and change that amount. When you set a budget, you can set a maximum budget. Let's say your budget is, all you have to spend on that particular ad, no matter how well or how bad it does, is $50. You can set up a maximum budget for $50. What I have found though, if you are saying that you can run that ad for $50, what I have found works better through testing in Facebook, every time I set up a max budget, which I used to do, okay, I didn't get as good of results. and it cost me more per click or per like. When I started saying, just, I want to spend $10 a day. All right. Still, if your maximum budget is $50, just monitor your ad. You know that ad's going to run for 5 days. Go in, pause it. You just spent your $50. See what I'm saying? So it can benefit you if you do it that way. All right. So let's see here. All right. So that was okay. So Ken, let's see. You had a question here. Is running Facebook ads directly to MTTB a waste of money? That's an implicate. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm understanding the implication of your ad campaigns. What you will find is if you are running a Facebook ad to MTTB, and majority of my Facebook ads all run to MTTB. The problem with it is if there's two situations. If you are using Matt's capture pages and you want to run a website click, meaning a click to a capture page that is an MTTB or a Matt Lloyd capture page, I guarantee you, I would put money on it, you'll get it rejected. They don't like his domain. And no matter whether you go and pretty link it, Google shorten URL, what are some of the other ones? Bitly. If you, what's the other? There's another URL shortener. It still goes to Matt's capture page. Okay, and I can tell you about at least 90% you're going to get that ad rejected. The reason I run it through my capture pages and my domain is because then I can get the ad approved. And what I'm doing is I'm building my own capture page, which has, I'm advertising whatever. I use a lot of ebooks because I find it gets people on my list. If I wanted to run still to, again, the back end, in other words, when they opt in, they're seeing Matt Lloyd's offer, all right, MTTB. The thing about getting it approved is Facebook will not opt into your list. They won't follow through beyond the capture page or the opt-in page. So they don't know what your offer is. They just know what's on the front side. Another way that you can send people directly to your, let's see, let me go back to my page here. Another way that you can send people directly to the capture page, okay, Matt Lloyd's capture page, is I can do a like campaign. And you see this tab right here? If you click on this tab, it goes to this page in 22 Social. And it takes a second because, again, we're running the webinar. So it goes to this page, tells them about Facebook, or I mean, it tells them about the 21-step program, has this great video on it. If I click on Get Instant Access, it is redirecting me to a MTTB capture page when it loads. I always hate the delays. It's kind of embarrassing. It's like crickets. So come on. So it's going to an MTTB capture page. All right. I can get an ad like that approved going through Facebook, even though it's going to this page. Now, this is actually my page. It's an identical page of Matt's. But if you were using Matt's page, you could get an ad to go directly to this by using this technique of doing a like campaign, all right, and sending people to land on the tab itself, all right. And so you can accomplish the same thing. Actually, you accomplish two things. One, you're showing people the offer for them to opt in, but two, you're gaining a like. And like campaigns are usually cheaper than website click campaigns. All right. So if you're using Matt's capture pages, this is a way you can get around Facebook when it comes to advertising to his pages directly. If you have the capabilities of designing and building your own capture pages under your own domain name, then again, you should be able to promote to that offer and get it accepted because you're going to your capture page and not his. Right. So hopefully that makes some sense there. If you want, I have a video that actually shows you how to build these tabs on your Facebook fan page. So anybody that's interested, in fact, I will put it. Hold on a second. I will put it right there. And keep the questions coming in, guys, because last time I ran a half an hour longer than normal on these webinars. I mean, I love the interaction and people who are if you got questions, I'm here to answer them for you. So let's see here. This video right here will show you, for anybody interested who doesn't know how to build one of these tabs on their Facebook page. I'm going to post this right here in, let's see here. I'm going to post this right here in the group. Send that to all. So you guys can grab that link. If you don't have a fan page, I guess I should have just sent you that one. Actually, I'm gonna just send you all three links again. All right. So these are three links that if you don't have a page, a fan page, I will show you how to build a fan page. If you do not, if you don't have, if you have a fan page but you don't know how to monetize that, I have a video that'll show you how to monetize that and build those tabs so that again you can advertise directly to those tabs. And then I have another one there that shows you how to build likes of real breathing people. Facebook likes that. The more likes you get on your page, I have found the cheaper the advertising gets. So don't hesitate to get likes on your page. Let's see here. Okay, time is up to the show. Okay. All right, here. Oops. All right. Someone else asked a question here. All right. All right. Show how to build a capture page next week. I really don't get too much into building capture pages, but we can see what we can do. Because there's so many different. Pauline had asked, and I think she had to leave the webinar here, or maybe not. Maybe she's still there. When it comes to building a capture page, the disadvantage to that is there's so many different forms of software that you can use to build a capture page, or an opt-in page, squeeze page, landing page, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. So that's kind of a hard one to show people how to do, because it just depends on if they're using the right tools. I mean, I can show people, if you have Optimized Press, I can show you how to build a capture page on Optimized Press, show you how easy it is. So I guess we can look at that next week for anybody that's interested. Does anybody have any other questions in regards to what we covered tonight? Or again, any topics like Pauline has suggested, next week doing something with a capture page, showing people how to build a capture page. I can show people how to do things when it comes to tracking, because tracking is incredibly important. Let's see here. Do you get Bobby? Would you pay? Let's see here. Okay, here. So the first question: do you get Bobby? Are you talking of Bobby Dubay, Pauline? Bobby Dubay actually builds a lot of capture pages and so on for people. She does an excellent job. She actually does a lot of work for me too. So if you're interested, let's see here. I can actually, before we get off this, I will give you guys a link that you can find her. Okay. If you're interested in getting, okay, let's see. I got to open up a question. There we go. All right, and then the other question that Bobby had, or that Pauline had, was when they pay for the book, does it go through e-wallet with Mobi or another way? I mean the ebook, that the secondary or the one-time offer that I'm offering. If that's what you're asking, it goes directly to my PayPal. So that's how I determine whether I have a buyer or not. So in other words, I'm giving them, they go into my landing page or capture page, which is the free productivity perfection. Then it goes to an upsell, which is the time management book, because that's the worst thing in the world for entrepreneurs, is not even marketers, just entrepreneurs in general, is time management, because we all want to wear multiple hats, and trying to manage our time in the day to be the most productive is the hardest thing in the world. So that's what that book is. It's a $17 book. And what, and I'll give you a hint. It's a $17 book, but if you go to click off it, I knock $10 off, so it's really a $7 book. But it just lets me know it's not that I'm getting rich quick on that kind of a book. What it's telling me though is I have a buyer. Okay, I have someone that's willing to spend money. And that's a different person than the person that's just out there kicking the tires and lifting the hood and, just checking it out, but they're really not interested. So you wanna always try to separate those people, because those are the ones you're going to coddle and build that relationship with, because they're willing to buy. They've proved it, and like I said, they see the MTTB offer. So yeah, that money goes directly to my PayPal account. It is set up to go directly to my PayPal account. So what's nice is as soon as someone goes in and they click and they put in their credit card information through PayPal, I get a notification saying I just made $17 or maybe $7 in from PayPal, and it just adds to my PayPal account. And I just use money like that for advertising. It's not money again I'm going to get rich off of, but every $100 extra I make a month, that's $100 extra I'm putting into my advertising. And especially with you guys starting out with small budgets, I mean, I spend anywhere from, on a bad month, I spend $2,500. On a really good month, I spend up to $4,500 in advertising. So I spend a lot of money in advertising. But if you're starting out and you got a $300 a month budget, sometimes it may not hurt to get yourself a PLR, which is a private label right. We can even do a webinar based on private label rights, how you make those things work for you. But you can get a PLR, and you make a few bucks off of it. You're making $10, $27, something like that. It's just advertising money, to promote your main offer. All right, so it's just a way of bringing people in. Bobby actually built this funnel for me. She does phenomenal work. She does a lot of work for me, again, because I am so busy. I don't have time to, rack my head. I know how to do this stuff, but I'm 10 times slower at it than she is, because I don't do it on a regular basis. I found it's much easier just to pay someone to get it done for me. It's more valuable for my time to be working on other things. So um, let's see here. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay, so Ken, let's see. Do you use or understand Google Analytics? If so, tutorial would be great. Okay, let me see what I can dig up on. I don't use Google Analytics an awful lot, but I probably know enough to get you thoroughly lost. But hey, let's fumble through it together, and we'll work with some Google Analytics. One of the other things you can do, but you have to have the power of being able to build your own pages and so on, is in Facebook. You can, when you do an ad, you can also do an ad that will have a tracking link to it. So you can actually track conversions on Facebook. But it's more of, it would be something that I would use like for my ebook that I'm selling. I can track those conversions. In other words, how many people opted in, how many people clicked on it, how many people bought it. Now, you can't track conversions on Matt's products because, again, we have no access to that sales page, because it's a tracking code that's put on the sales page, basically. Once someone buys, it's put on the sales page. Okay, but Google Analytics is a great tool, and I will add that to my uh, to my list of things to talk about. If you join the webinar, and again, if I show up without a topic, guys, give me a topic. I'll make sure I have information, though. I'll write a note, make sure I get all the information together for Google Analytics. So if we, hit it on one of our next one or two webinars here, I'll be ready for it. So we can just drag out that information. All right. Good question there. Let's see here. Lisa. All right. Are these webinars recorded? Good stuff. Thanks for great training. I appreciate that, Lisa. And actually, I did record this webinar tonight. Typically, they are not recorded. I like, if I'm getting into kind of meat and potatoes of things, I love to record them, because one of the things I like to do is put them up onto, let's see, I like to put them up onto YouTube. So always check out my YouTube channel. In fact, I'll give you the link to my YouTube channel. Guys, I highly recommend, if you want, go join my YouTube channel. And one of the key things that you want to do, let me give you my link. Hold on a second here. Let's see, go to my channel. One of the things that you want to do is when you go, I'm going to paste it right here in the conversation. Now, make sure you grab these things and copy and paste them somewhere else, because once this webinar is over, boom, these are gone. All these links are gone. But what you want to do is, actually, I can't do it on my own channel here. What you want to do is, let's look at a different channel. Okay, so let's just go to this one here. This is what you want to do when you find someone that you want to follow. Okay, what you want to do is go up here to, where's it at? Where's it at? Is it here? Setting? No, it's not. Okay, subscribe. Okay, so you want to subscribe to their channel, and then hit this little gear. And what you want them to do is to send you updates. So that way, then you're not constantly having to go back to someone's channel on a regular basis. But if there's someone like me that loads a lot of videos, if you want to have them send you updates, all they're going to do is you'll get an email notification saying, "Hey, Russell Armstrong updated a video, or put a new video on," and you can go check it out. If you're not interested, you click right back off of it. But it's a way you can help monitor. I try to do a lot of educational videos, as people who have been to my site know, to teach people how to do things. This is a great way to market by showing people various videos. I put testimonials on here, etc. But I'll show people how to, how to do like a broadcast email in Aweber, how to, promoting on Facebook, various, how to use Jing. I mean, real simple 5-minute video, but you'd be surprised how many people did not know how to use Jing. My students, I would convince them to get Jing, and they didn't know how to use it properly. So I did a little video. So it showed people how to use it, so you can send a link versus sending a download. Facebook advertising for likes. These are all free videos that I've put together, usually either due to a webinar that I recorded, or just I sat down and did a video showing people how to do things. When you do stuff like this, when you show people how to do things for free, all right, you build a trust, you build a relationship, and they're willing to buy from you. All right, so like I can take any one of these videos, like a short one, like using Jing. I can take this video here, and two things it accomplishes for me. Let me pause that. Pause. Okay. And what I'll do is I will grab the share link. All right, I'm going to grab this link. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go to my Facebook fan page. And I can take this and I can post it. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring up there we go, how to use Jing, Russell Armstrong. And then I just eliminate this. Let's see. Don't use Jing to its capabilities. Show you how. All right, and then all I do is I post that, and oops, sorry, I gotta post it. Duh. All right, I will go ahead and post that, and now that's posted. But guess what? When people go, they can play it right here on YouTube, or I mean on Facebook, which is cool. But also, if they decide they want to go to YouTube, watch what happens. They go to look at all of these things that I have here. All right, in the scroll, look at all my videos right here. Okay, plus they can go straight to my channel. So it just gives them another way of connecting with me. Okay, and so those are great tools to use on getting people to view your page, to go and connect with you. All right, so hopefully that answered your question, Lisa. And do you guys have any other questions here? We're almost on. We're about an hour and 20 minutes into the webinar. Cool. You're very welcome, Miss Green. I am very glad that you showed up to this webinar, and you still are going to do the video. So just so you know, all right, I'm gonna hold you to it. Anybody else have any questions, or are we done? All right, perfect. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you for being on this webinar. I know Friday nights, that tells you we're all true marketers because we're not out having fun. We're sitting in our offices, we're sitting in front of our computer screen. Welcome to the life of an entrepreneur and an internet marketer. I hope you got some good value out of this webinar. And again, follow me, mylifechanger.net, my YouTube channel. Don't hesitate to ever reach out to me and message me, whether you're a student of mine or not. I'm always around to answer questions. Okay, so find me on Skype, find me on Facebook. Follow me. It's great. It's a lot of fun, as some of my students will show you, and I enjoy teaching people. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic weekend and a great week coming up ahead. I'll talk to you later. Good night, guys.